Hey, thanks to today's patron producer, Lynn Zakai. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate all of you a lot. I'll talk about that here in a second. Yeah, we'll just cut to that.
Hey, you're too tall. Wait a second. How you doing? Good morning. It is a bright and sunshiny Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I'm about to go out for a little bit of a walk, do a little bit of research. I think my friend Lisa is going to join me for a stroll here soon. And I wanted to start, though, by saying thank you for being here. And I always feel eternally grateful that anybody's here watching my videos. Anyways, haven't done a sit down on the couch and talk video in a while, and I kind of want to do one, but I slept for 11 hours last night. I went to bed around midnight, and then I could not get myself out of bed until right about 11. Which is good. I need it. I haven't been sleeping a lot lately. I've been working a lot, and then my brain has been in overdrive. Been thinking about so many things. So excited for. And I mentioned this the other day, but I'm definitely feeling a return to life and energy. My energy levels are coming back. Had a rough month, especially, I think, month and a half, but definitely on the up and up again, which is good. And trying to figure out how to balance things out, give myself time, space to rest, to sleep, obviously, to take good care of myself, better care of myself, so that I can, survive into the future. And I know that once I get my visa situation sorted, getting vaccinated, the return to some sense of normalcy, I think there's some anxiety around those things. There's a lot of anxiety around the unresolved nature of my visa and the vaccinations in particular. But I already feel a couple steps better because my family has been vaccinated. And I did just send an email to the prefecture asking for a rendezvous, which spiked my stress levels for a minute, but that's coming back down fairly quickly as well. I feel fairly confident in it. I feel like they're not going to kick me out. I hope they're not going to kick me out. And I'm not even thinking about it. No, I'm just putting that over there. I'll have plenty of time to think about it and stress about it on the day that I go in for my next meeting with them. Hopefully they send me to the right office this time. But I just thought I'd take a moment to share those things, and also to serve as a little bit of a reminder to take time for yourself, as I'm trying to take time for myself. One of the things that I get called out on a little bit, in a very kind way, I don't think anybody's ever mean about this, but is that I talk a lot about trying to take care of myself. I just don't do a very good job of actually taking care of myself. And so I'm learning to improve upon that, both by trying to, focus my energy where it needs to be at the right time, taking the pressure off myself to perform at this level that I hold for myself. I tend to be my own worst critic, or my own harshest critic at least. And, making sure that okay, let's take this a step back and ease off the gas a little bit so that I, don't totally burn myself out. Whatever it is. I definitely feel like I've been dropping the ball a lot this last year. I feel like I've been falling short. I've felt that way for the last 2 years, to be honest, with how I burned out from daily vlogging and then tried to find my rhythm after that. It's definitely been a weird, stressful, strenuous season. And that's why I opened by saying thank you for being here, because I feel so lucky that you are here, that there are so many people that are interested in this story, the progression, where I'm headed, how things are going. And I'm so excited to share the next chapter with you. And we're getting really close to that. That's part of the reason I haven't been able to sleep much, because I've had a lot of meetings and a lot of conversations, some cool stuff coming. And I'm so excited for all of that. And it's only made possible because you're here. And it's only made possible because my patrons have stuck with me through the last couple of years, and all the highs and lows, the confusion, everything. It's because of all your kind comments, of all the support, of all just the love that gets shared. I'm so lucky that I can dig into my comments section, and 95% of it is really kind and lovely. I've also taken to just getting rid of that other 5% so that we can all have fun in the comments, hopefully. And that's kind of that perspective that I want to bring to today for myself, and I hope is at least somewhat helpful for you. At least you know how grateful I am, because it's been absolutely life-changing. I've thought a lot about, the past where I've come from, my own part to play in my own immaturities, my own missteps, the mistakes that I've made, the person that I wish that I hadn't been at different points in my life. And also giving myself the grace to recognize, I'm not the only problem in those situations looking back. But looking at where I came from, where I didn't feel like I had a whole lot of support, where there wasn't a whole lot of belief in me, in the way that I saw myself, in the way that I believed in myself and where I was headed. Thank you for filling that gap later. Those of you that have been around for a really long time, like Paul Slush, Jeff. There have been a lot of you that have been so strong and consistent, and I could name a lot of names. Those ones I named because they're people that I actually know that were around from the very beginning, but also, a lot of you that I've never met before but have always been so kind and so supportive. And even if you've just been a silent watcher, somebody who's just watched, never left a comment, never reached out in any way, just the fact that you're here and you're part of it also means a lot. And I just feel very, very, very fortunate today. And I look at this, the cheesy but amazing cork play button here, and on the back I wrote that I hit 50,000 subscribers, and it all means so much to me. And I think that's where I end up putting a lot of pressure on myself more than anything, is because I appreciate this so much, because it means so much to me. I never want to let you down, and I never want to lose not only the momentum, but also just the support, the platform, the whatever this is, whatever my relationship with this group, with I forget how I used to put it, but like the amorphous, nebulous consciousness that is all of you at once, talking to all of you through just a singular lens. I'm just so grateful for it. And so that's also partially where the pressure comes from, is wanting to make sure how grateful I am, but also showing that by showing up and trying to give you my best every day. So yeah, I just wanted to express that, and it makes me feel so, that gives me so much energy, and it makes me so happy. And I think I haven't fully appreciated it at various points, because I've been so stuck in survival mode and just trying to dig myself out of the situations that I had gotten myself into. But I'm really starting to appreciate it so much more. And yeah, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you. I don't think I meant to, when I sat down, I thought this was just going to be a couple minutes, but it ended up being obviously longer than that. But it's worth it. And I hope you know how much I appreciate you. Even though I can never know all of you individually, there are too many people. That's such a great, I just was doing the patron producers. I use a random number generator. Basically, I pull everybody into a spreadsheet, sort it by a random column, and then use a random number generator to find everybody. And that's how I pick my patron producers out of whoever's my active patrons this month. And just the fact that I could do that for, over a year, and theoretically never say the same name twice, even though I'm sure I'll end up saying the same name twice a little bit because it is random, but it's mind-blowing. Just that you're out there, and that you're a part of this, and that you're going to be a part of the things that come next. And I think they're going to be bigger and cooler than anything that I've done so far. And I'm so lucky to have you along for that ride. The fact that I'm not doing that in the dark, that I'm not doing that alone, that there are people that want to be a part of that are going to be a part of that, like you, is... Oh man, that's more than I could have ever wanted. And it reminds me, I forget who it was. I think I retweeted somebody recently, but they said, remember when it was that you wanted what you have now. And I remember wishing that there were people that just cared about the things that I was excited about and wanted to be a part of that. And I'm so grateful that I'm there, and that you're here with me, and that we're gonna do cool stuff together. And I'm just so lucky and so excited. And yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to go out. I have a couple of spots that I want to hit today. I got to do more research, and I'm going to include Lisa in that today. I think I'm going to start making my friends just go with me to do this research, because otherwise, either being social or doing the research, I can't do. I gotta start doubling down. Like, I have a lot of work to do, and so these outdoor fun friend walks are going to have to serve that purpose as much as possible here in the future. So I'll get a little footage of that, a little footage of walking around Paris, but I just wanted to share with you how thankful I am for you. And they say you can never say thank you too much, but I also don't want to test that theory. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Je pense à toi.
No Lisa's, but I've gotten a lot of drawing done, which is good. She got caught up in something, so maybe we'll see her tomorrow. Also, do I have to take off my beanie in here? I think so. I think beanies count as hats.
Je pense à toi. Je pense à toi. Je pense à toi.
Cheeky beer break. This is actually, these beers, there are 2 beers down here at the Peloton that are brewed on the island. Île de Saint-Louis, I think. L'homme sans cœur et la femme sans tête. Is it La Femme sans tête?
Yeah.
The name?
These are all named the roads on the Ile Saint Louis.
Oh, they're named after
2
roads.
streets on the Ile
Oh, I
Saint
didn't know
Louis.
that that's where that came from.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're very, very good. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever it is you are. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. For whatever happens tomorrow, you know, life in Paris, can't really complain. And yeah, I'll see you for that. Hang in there. Talk to you tomorrow.
Je pense à toi. Je pense à toi.